Before we get started in this morning's message, we want to take a few moments to update everyone on where we are in the midst of our building fund campaign called Increasing Our Capacity. If you're new to the church, we have these brochures back on the bookshelves back there, as well as out in the foyer. That foyer there where the display case is. And if you're new here, we'd like to have you just pick one up so you know what's going on around here. We're in the process of raising funds to build a new building. We are expanding the ministries of this church that include not only our church, but also the school that we run, Christian Fellowship School. And we're just trying to find those ways to alleviate not only space, but also in the very title of this campaign, Increasing Our Capacity, which has to do with not just buildings, but also reaching out, touching more nations, reaching out to more people, touching more in our community and reaching out to them. And so along the way, we want to give times where we highlight or draw our attention to milestones. And so this last couple of weeks, we hit one of the milestones. We started this thing at the beginning of the year, and we've hit $500,000 so far. So we're really encouraged by the fact that we've raised over $500,000 at this stage of the game. Our goal is to raise $3 million overall for what is a $6 million project. And so we just launched this at the beginning of the year, and we're at that mark. And that's, a good, yay us, yay the Lord, yay, it's good. It's a good thing. And yet, along the way, we want to encourage us in our understanding and just kind of hold this in front of us as to what God is doing and tell some stories along the way.
So along we did the pledge campaign, and of the pledges, we have about 1.5 million already pledged. So we've received 500,000, $500,000, and we have 1.5 pledged. That's halfway to our goal of 3 million. That represents about 105 to 110 families. In the life of our church, we have well over 550 families. And so in terms of math, it's doable among us. God will do this among us. We know that. And so we want to take an opportunity this morning just really to ask the question, have you let the Lord capture your heart yet? Is that something that you feel captured by, increasing our capacity? This thing became a title to a fund campaign, and it has become far deeper than that to me. As I began to just think about it in the sense of raising funds, the Lord started dealing with us much more in the place of, are you really increasing your heart's capacity to receive everybody and to go anywhere I will open the door to go? And so as we do that, that's really the goal. Besides pledges and dollars, it is, do we realize God is doing something among us? And here's the thing that happened last week that really captures this for me. I got an email about midnight last Saturday evening from a couple who had jumped in, and they were like, "We are in. Our hearts are gripped." And it was a sad email for them because they said some things have changed and we just can't maintain this pledge. And so I looked for them, and I came and I found them on Sunday, and I put my arms around both of them, and I said, "It's okay." And they were weeping about this because their hearts had been captured. And I was like, man, that is it. If we would all be captured that way, we would have a sense of the Lord moving us in this thing. This isn't about us doing something for God. This is something about us being captured by what God is doing among us and taking us to a new place. And so I just share that with us because as we go through the summer, we'll talk more in the fall. We'll kind of re-explain everything, talk through all the building plans, things like that. But right now, it is a time. Ask the Lord, Lord, would you capture my heart with what you're doing in our midst with increasing our capacity?
So we're just going to take a couple of minutes to do this this morning, just update us on this. For those of you who have come along and bumped into me in the hallway and go, "Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting to do that," or "Yeah, I got that pledge card with me still. It's in my Bible," or whatever. I need to get around to filling it out. It's like, this is a good time to do it. In the pocket in front of the seat, on the seat in front of you, we have those pledge cards. If you've lost yours or you've thought about filling one out and you already know what you want to do, you just haven't followed through on it, it's just good to make those steps, to make those commitments. Once I turned in my commitment card, I realized, okay, I'm saying I'm in. I'm going to do this thing. And so once I did that, I started rearranging all my finances to get that to line up. And so those of you who have been pondering it, you've got it kind of settled in your thinking, and you just haven't followed through yet. We just want to give you an opportunity, encourage you to follow through with that. And we'll give us updates as we go along the way. All right? Thanks, Mike.